Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your July love reading. All right, we're going to start out with some spirit animals here. I'm going to draw 5 cards to represent the 5 weeks of July. Even though the first, is this 1 card or 2? Yeah. Even though the first and last weeks are incomplete, they're partial weeks, we'll still draw cards for them. They shouldn't be ignored, right? And these are just basically messages from Spirit that you need to focus on, sort of like themes that you need to work on or focus on for that week. All right? Okay, so let's get started with your general read for your love life for the month of July. Make sure that's only 1 card. Yeah. Energy, past and present, your thoughts, your subconscious, your attitude and feelings, your outcome. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles energy is all about comfort and nurturing, right? This is the wealthiest queen. This is abundance, right? So that is the overall theme and energy here, is about comfort and providing love for one another. Wow, what is going on with the sink over there? Sorry about that background noise. All right, here we go. Energy, Wheel of Fortune. This is all about change. You're transforming this relationship that you're in, right? You're ready to level up. Obstacles, King of Wands. So this might be a little bit, the energy of the King of Wands is a little bit dominant, right? So you may, as a Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, and with the King of Wands also being a fire energy, this can be something that gets in the way of your relationship, right? Because, you have 2 competing forces there. So you may clash, right? So this may be your obstacle, is the 2 of you are not meeting in the middle because, you're a fire sign. You got this person here that's coming your way that's also possibly a fire sign. All right, in the recent past, you've experienced a little bit of loss, a setback in your relationship. Someone here is feeling really insecure. Someone feels that they've been left out. Future here, you've got a lot of choices and you can't make your mind up about something, right? So you may be wanting to progress and change this relationship and move it up further, right? Create more of a commitment between, the 2 of you, right? Choosing to commit to one another, but you're kind of in your head. You're kind of in the clouds. Your head's in the clouds, and you don't know. You can't make up your mind. There's a part of you here that feels trapped. Again, Sagittarius, you like your independence. And here you're thinking about all of the options that you may miss, right? Right? Because you're in your head about it. You're like, well, if I settle, for one person here, I might miss out on all these other opportunities. You're feeling trapped because there's change that's happening in this relationship and it's trying to develop. But deep inside here, you think about the nostalgia, the history that you have with this person, and you know that that's something that gives you a lot of hope, right? And it's just that warm and fuzzy feeling, but you don't show it. You keep it hidden. Your subconscious knows that this is good to have, the memories, the history that you have with this person, but it's kind of giving you that sense of being trapped. You don't want to settle down, right? Again, Knight of Wands. This is the brave soldier, the warrior, right? The knight that just charges ahead. The problem with this is sometimes this person is just all about the adventure and not about commitment. So they can be a little bit unreliable. So you're coming at this again with fire, right? And this knight is all about the action, not necessarily putting all legs down and creating stability. Look at this horse. It's on its hind legs there. It's not about putting all four legs down. It's not about that stability. It's about that energy. Yeah, there's a part of you here that wants to walk away, or not walk, but sail away, right? There's been, turbulence between the 2 of you, and there's one of you in this relationship wants to just move on, right? And maybe you've received like an ultimatum, right? Move this relationship forward or I'm out of here. But here you've got victory, right? I think you both are going to come to some sort of resolution here, right? And you're going to rise above. You're going to rise above all of this. But one of you, probably you, are not going to accept their offer. You want your independence, you're set in your ways. Someone wants to offer you more, but you're not willing to take it. You don't want to take it. You're happy in your state, probably your state of independence. And really, in your head, you're really fearful about being trapped. Okay? Let's clarify the 5 of Pentacles here. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Why is it here? Yeah, there's new opportunity for love here, right? So you guys are distant and separate from one another, know that if you turn around and accept this cup, you can have a new beginning here. That's available to you. Okay, so let's clarify the 8 of Swords here. What's that about? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Someone wants to offer you love, but it makes you feel really trapped. It's almost like you feel like you're being smothered, because you are this Knight of Wands. You want to go. You're all about the adventure. You know, you want to know what's around the corner. Death card. Yeah, this situation here is going to transform you, right? The Death card is a powerful card of transformation. You can't sit here and just push everything away and avoid transformation. You're being offered an opportunity to transform for the better, the higher you. So you have to take it. Okay? Let's clarify the 6 of Swords here. 6 of Swords. Why is the 6 of Swords here? All right, the 6 of Swords. You've got the High Priestess. Yeah, this is about you looking inward, looking at your higher, trusting your intuition to reveal the mysteries, the things that are hidden, right? And once you've listened and you know exactly what's good for you or what you need to do, you're going to take action, okay? And you're no longer going to have this fighting, this clashing. You're going to go towards calmer waters, okay? All right, let us go through the weeks here. First week, the theme or the message for the first week is Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Again, this is right back to that High Priestess, going to your higher self. Look at that, the Lovers. You have the opportunity here, Sagittarius. You have the opportunity here to have the love that you want, but I don't think you want to take it, because there's a part of you that feels like it's smothering you, that you're going to be, tied down. You don't want to be tied down. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Okay, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you may be missing something, and with the Ace of Swords, this is an opportunity for you to really see things for what they are. You're going to gain clarity, and again, you're going to have victory. The Ace of Swords is a card of victory. All right, let's look at the third week here. Third week, you've got Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Yeah, trust in Spirit, right? And here you've got this two of the same cards in the same draw, in the same spread here. You need to pay attention. There's something about the past that you're supposed to learn from. There's something there. Third week, pay attention to that. Okay, nostalgia, looking back at things. There's a lesson there that you're supposed to learn. The abundant universe will provide. Yeah, no need to stay in this, place of despair and heartbreak, right? Allow yourself to let in new love, new opportunity, right? That's the lesson, is for you to evolve and to find the lessons in everything. What was the meaning of that heartbreak? And maybe that's going to help you transform. Maybe that's going to finally release you from this victim mentality and allow you to commit to this person, right? To this potential love that you have available to you, that's being offered to you. Armadillo Spirit for the last week. Set healthy boundaries. Okay, so what this is telling me is that if you want to maintain some independence, you guys need to talk about it, right? They can't be so smothering that it's causing you to feel trapped. Take this new inspiration, these new ideas, run with it, communicate with each other, try to make it work, because there is potential for a lot of love here. There's this great potential to have you transform to a better version of yourself, but you have to be willing to accept it. You can't keep your heart closed forever and keep yourself in this state of heartbreak, unresolved heartbreak, right? You need to let yourself evolve, because you're going to miss out, and you're always going to feel left out. You're going to feel a sense of insecurity forever if you don't let yourself evolve. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.